about the government doing the bidding for the fossil fuel companies in this country.
We'll be pushing Labor to act on the things that matter to people.
And enabling dirty gas fields to be developed and destroy our climate, but also destroying First Nations underwater cultural heritage.
A former police officer and self-described activist.
We'll continue to fight for Palestinians.
Dorinda Cox got into politics to get things done in any way she could.
That the government is claiming to be taking strong action on climate change is a joke.
On Monday, it was the Prime Minister who couldn't hide his smile, fronting the media alongside Dorinda Cox to drop a bombshell almost no one saw coming.
Today I'm resigning from the Australian Greens to join the Labor Party, to sit as a Labor senator as part of the Albanese government. As a matter of the record, I was a member of the ALP before I joined the Greens. I have reached a conclusion after deep and careful reflection that my values and priorities are more aligned with Labor than the Greens.
A month after Labor's thumping election victory, its tally has grown again. Senator Cox defecting from the Greens to join a party she spent years criticising from the crossbench.
Senator Cox approached us recently. I engaged very constructively with Senator Cox after that approach was made. Senator Cox didn't ask for anything, just asked for this to be considered.
It was. Labor's national executive signed off on the senator's request and signed her up to the WA division. The defection, a tightly held secret, taking Labor and Greens politicians by surprise. Only a few weeks ago, the Greens were presenting a united front, unveiling their new leadership team. Senator Cox put her hand up for 2 leadership positions and got neither.
Senator Mehreen Faruqi is the new deputy leader of the Australian Greens. That was a contested ballot that was contested by Senator Dorinda Cox, and the results of that ballot were 9 votes to Mehreen and 3 votes to Dorinda.
This, according to some within the Greens, was the final straw for Senator Cox, who they say had felt unsupported by her party. She was formally censured by the Greens last year after multiple former staffers accused her of bullying and mistreatment. Senator Cox eventually apologised for any distress caused. Today, the Prime Minister said it's in the past.
They got dealt with by the mechanism that my government established. We support safe workplaces.
This is the baggage some inside Labor are worried the Greens defector will bring to their party room, along with the unfriendly statements about her adopted party. Just last week, she co-signed a Greens statement accusing Murray Watt of spectacularly failing his first test as Environment Minister, giving Woodside the green light to extend the life of its massive North West Shelf gas project.
Well, Dorinda Cox understands that being a member of the Labor Party means that she will support positions that are made by the Labor Party.
Labor is a party that demands loyalty and typically exiles turncoats, but nonetheless, Anthony Albanese is being applauded for securing an extra Senate spot. As one MP told 7:30, a number is a number. The fact it's come at the expense of the Greens is all the sweeter for a Prime Minister who's been fighting them in his own electorate all his political life.
I did genuinely wish her all the best. There's no animosity there. It's obviously disappointing for us to lose a Greens senator, but Dorinda has said her values lie there.
It's left Larissa Waters in a difficult position following the Greens' disappointing election result, shaking off a perception of rats abandoning a sinking ship and facing uncomfortable questions about a party room now without any First Nations members, having lost Senators Lydia Thorpe and now Dorinda Cox.
I think there's 2 very different reasons why those strong First Nations women made the decisions that they made, and it was definitely their call to make. And Senator Thorpe's obviously gone on to be a really strong voice in the parliament, and I'm sure Senator Cox will continue to work for the issues that are meaningful for her.
We see a lot of politicians who leave their party and become independents. It's very rare we see someone join another existing party. To be honest, most of them don't get re-elected.
Dorinda Cox entered the Senate in 2021 and is up for re-election in 2028. Until then, Labor will hold 29 of 76 seats in the Senate, the Greens 10.
In practice, Labor still needs the Greens to pass legislation and they don't need anyone else. So Labor and the Greens had a majority and they still have a majority.
In the lower house, Labor will command a supermajority. But 4 weeks after polling day, one seat is still in doubt. Bradfield in Sydney's north, the tightest of contests between Liberal Giselle Kaptarian and Teal Nicolette Buller.
Since Saturday, the trend has clearly been favouring Nicolette Buller. These aren't a lot of votes, but when most of the recount is finished, there isn't that much that can change. So I think Nicolette Buller's position is looking a lot stronger now than it did a few days ago.
Their agonising wait could soon be over, with a result expected in coming days.